Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Space Simulation Toolkit. And today, we're going to be simulating, not space. Yeah, I know, we're not doing space today. The first thing we're going to do is we're just going to get rid of a whole lot of the simulation that already exists. Goodbye! Okay, and now that we have a much smaller area, we're going to do something fun. And by fun, I mean horrifically consequential for anyone living within 84 miles. Alright, so we're gonna get some stone. Don't worry, the stone isn't the scary part. We're going to build a nice little area. It's gonna be excellent. It's gonna be the greatest area of all time. You know, out of all the areas, this is one of them. Alright, then we need some dirt. The chunkiness of the dirt. Just look at it, it's so chunky. Alright, we have finished drawing some dirt. We are going to be building a dam, but we've done that before. This dam is going to be special, though. This is going to be... I like how my plant is just absolutely awful. Good enough! Plants! We have plants. It's going to be a lava dam. We're going to see if we can contain a much more massive material. And even better, we're going to build a little town over here. Give me a moment. Alright. Oh, the plants are dying. That's unfortunate. It's okay, stop dying. We're gonna build a town right here. In the middle of the forest. Alright, here we go. Ba-bam. 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 There is a building. Ba-bam, 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 Alabama, Alabama. I am building Alabama. This is Alabama. The buildings are a little squishy, but don't mind them. Alabama is literally falling apart. I think we need to do this while the game is paused. That probably would have been a much better idea. Let's build a massive foundation first. There we go. Yep. Alabama is just one giant parking lot. No, that's Houston, but close enough. Alright, here we go. I'm going to pause real quick, and I'm going to build some beautiful buildings. Just the greatest buildings you have ever seen. The most wonderful, most building of the buildings. Built with building in mind. And massive tethers to keep them from falling over because physics. What, you don't see massive tethers off of buildings around you? Geez, I guess the architects around you have been slacking. Giant tethers are such a hit thing now. Alright, here we go. And also, everything has to be a triangle. Don't you know? You're not a real architect if you don't use triangles. Triangles. Here we go. Ready? Hey, guess what? These buildings actually didn't collapse. Would you look at that? All right, maybe build some little houses too. Little houses. Yay! Little houses. If you draw them really fast, they won't collapse. Yeah, very. Okay, so we have Alabama over here. Alabama is looking really good. And now we are going to build the dam. So the question is, how much lava can we contain without there being any consequences? Now, the first thing we need to do is actually contain the lava. Like, well. To do this, I'm going to build a very heavy-duty shell around the dam. It's going to be made out of metal. I don't want the entire dam to be made out of metal because the weight of it is going to cause it to start crumbling the foundation under it. We do have to kind of balance this, but I'm going to create a very, very strong frame. As you can see, the weight of the metal actually is causing it to bend. Okay, maybe I already used too much metal. Yeah. Yeah, you can see it kind of slipping along as well. We're gonna make some changes. First off, we need to anchor this into the ground really well. So I am going to very carefully anchor this bad boy into the ground with some very large spikes driven into the ground. My name's Spike Viper, so I know a lot about spikes. Okay, there we go. Only issue is like these aren't really like connecting, so I'm gonna make sure that these cracks don't remain, because they could be a huge weakness in our design. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we don't want anything to be broken right off the bat, because I'm really good at breaking things, but we don't want it to start that way. We want it to be a consequence of my actions. Like before, we're gonna use the power of triangles, actually. There we go. There we go. I should have just remembered my triangle friends. There we go. Okay. So this is actually a really nice, really stable start. Now we're gonna start doing the concrete work. So the concrete is a little bit more rigid. As in, it doesn't flex, it just kind of breaks if it runs into trouble. But it's just going to be kind of the upper bit, right? So we don't really have to worry as much. It's kind of holding the outside. Alright, here we go. Boom. Okay, great. And now we're going to go ahead and coat the metal. Now, one thing that'll happen is if the lava starts to solidify, it will become stone again. And so we'll just have a giant bowl of stone. I don't know how we're going to keep it warm. I think I'm just going to have to do it manually. This isn't like a large enough container, though. We need to push it further. Using the triangle method, I'm going to build a secondary... Here we go. Here we go. All the triangles. Alright, now we have a secondary wall here, which is going up a little bit taller. And because it's not metal, it's not adding quite as much mass. So I'm not too worried about the whole thing sliding and having the ground fall out from under it, because that will happen if you're not careful. Refer to my last damn video for evidence. All right, great. It's not the greatest looking thing I've ever made in my life, but let's see if it can at least contain lava. Yeah, it can. All right. Now the question is, A, how are we keeping this warm? And B, it's merging with the stone. I didn't really think this through, to be honest. I guess we're gonna need another layer of metal, just a thin layer of metal, so that we don't get our lava mixed up. Otherwise, we're gonna have really big problems. So, excuse me while I go ahead and get another... Hopefully this isn't too heavy. If the ground just starts crumbling under this, then we got a problem. I try not to cheat and, like, replace the entire ground. I feel like replacing the entire ground would be cheating, right? We're all about not cheating on this channel. Okay, there we go. We got a nice little lining of metal now. And now we're just gonna dump lava in. I mean, it's heavy, but I think it should be able to hold. And it's enough lava that it should keep itself warm. We just have to pray that it's not so hot that the stone down here starts to melt. But no, it seems fine. Actually, this is doing really well. For me, for my designs, this is going very well. This is probably one of the most stable things I've ever built. Oh, geez. Oh, no, as it solidifies, it's kind of flinging everything. Okay. Well, it's able to hold a lot without collapsing, so that's good. Let's go ahead and give it a little bit more heat. Yeah. Hello. I don't want you to quite melt. Yeah. If you could just... Oh! Whoa! Oh, no! Okay. It's a little dangerous. It is mildly dangerous doing this. I mean, it is building a lava dam. You probably could have expected there would be some danger involved. There we go. Okay. Nice and warm and toasty. Like, really warm. But everything is holding up. We're gonna see if we can add some more. Oh, is that metal melting, or are we just going way higher? I think we're just going way higher. I'm gonna see if we can push this further. No, this is the metal here, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna try, and it's gonna have to be a little bit lighter, because I don't want the entire thing to collapse on itself. We're gonna try to add even more. I mean, we get paid per pound, you know? We're getting paid to build this. Someone just wants their lava stored, man. Someone's gonna ask, what is the purpose of this? This could never apply in the real world. And I say, did any of the questions on your SAT apply in the real world? Well, you still tried on that, didn't you? Now I'm gonna have someone in the comments who says, oh yeah, one of my questions on the SAT actually did apply to the real world. I don't care. I'm not here to learn about your terrible standardized testing. Alright. Good news, everyone. Spike Viper here. My last brain cell has turned off. Alright, what could possibly go wrong with this? I mean, truly the most stable structure that has ever been built in the history of structures. When in doubt, press the play button. Okay, this one is slightly flopping, so we're gonna fix that. Great! Looks like we can store more lava. What could possibly go wrong? Alright. Lava testing. Part 2. Or, I think this is about going to double the amount of lava that we're storing in this dam. This is now quite a bit. It's taller than the skyscrapers in Alabama. It's Alabama, right? I don't remember what state it is. Someone's gonna have to remind me. Okay. Honestly, this is the greatest lava storage. Probably, we are like the U-Haul of lava. Get your lava here. Store your lava here. Get a truck to move your lava here. Mildly concerned about how much of the heat has kind of consolidated at the bottom. It almost looks like it's melting through, but I'm sure that's fine. The top of this is starting to solidify, and we need to make sure that doesn't happen. Whee! Gotta keep it nice and warm. I mean, you don't want your lava in storage to be too warm, because then it can cause some damage to your storage apparatus. But you don't want it to get cool either, because then it's not lava. Then you're not really storing lava, then you're just storing a rock. And who would pay for that? Rock storage? What a joke. Let's be realistic. Okay, so... wow, really filled to the brim. We are actually leaking a tiny bit, but the local government won't mind. I'm sure they don't care too much. This is actually glorious. This is one of the most glorious things I have ever made. Now, the question is, would it be morally wrong to attempt to store more lava at this point? My answer is no, because I think there are profits to be made. So, let's push it further! Yeah, I mean, I don't really own this land over here, so I'm gonna try to just build over it, right? We'll have the force kind of come at an angle and build kind of a reinforced area here to try to handle this additional. I am gonna have to go into this land I don't own a little bit, but okay. And then I don't want to mix my different kinds of force here. If we have too much sheer strength, if this is being pulled rather than, I mean, it's also being pushed. It's just going to create a lot of pressure around here, and I don't want it to snap because that would be bad. I'm trying to think if there's a way for me. Nah, I think we're gonna have to probably do a beam. Yeah, I'm gonna build a beam here. It's just gonna come down this way. A very, very large beam, and it's gonna come down into the ground a little bit and anchor nice and deep like that. Yeah, okay. And then this beam should allow me to go just a little bit further. A little bit further along the... Oh! The beam is too heavy. This is what I said about metal. You use too much metal, things start getting heavy, and they just start crumpling under their own weight. Oh, no, 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 no! Woo! Yeah, that's troublesome. Yeah, I was gonna expand this entire beam, but I'm doing the thing now where I'm adding more and more material, and it's just gonna make it heavier and heavier, and these little supports are gonna start to just snap like spaghetti. Okay, so I can definitely store more lava now, though. So like we have accomplished our goal of increasing our lava capability, because I can probably go and do this and add quite a bit of height. Yeah, some of these beams are really loose. I'm gonna try to tighten it up by just like putting another beam on the side to kind of counterbalance it. This one I'll just hold in place. Same with these smaller triangles. Smaller triangles, everyone. Everything's fine if you just use smaller triangles. Alright, now on this side, I'm going to try to keep the weight kind of going this way, actually. I'm going to use a different strategy, because obviously what we were doing over there just did not work. By pulling the weight... it's so heavy that it's just... Oh, there we go. Actually, that worked pretty well. It's pretty balanced, and as long as this here doesn't snap, and I'll reinforce that a little bit, we're gonna be fine. And I think this might be pushing it, but since it's balanced so well... Oh yeah. Oh no! Nope, 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 nope. That was a bad. That was a bad. I pushed it too far. I got too greedy. I flew too close to the sun. Oh my. See, this is what I'm saying about the metal. It just gets kind of spaghetti. When you push it too hard, it becomes spaghetti. And then you gotta like reinforce it, and then that makes it heavier. And oh my god, everything has cooled down in the time it's taken me to add this new layer. So let's go ahead and heat it up, and we'll go ahead and add more lava, because we're not getting paid unless we store lava. Hopefully the force of this expanding does not cause any problems. Honestly, I think this may be one of the most beautiful structures ever built in all time. All time. All right. More lava. We're gonna get it ready and just let it go. All right. We should be able to hold that much lava. I'm slow. Oh, what happened here? What happened here? Okay, we have a slight problem. It looks like the weight of the lava has actually punctured the lava basin here. But it's okay. It's okay. Oh, Lord. We gotta fill it the rest of the way. We gotta fill it the rest of the way. There's no other way, okay? We just need to accept... We need to accept whatever happens. In the name of money. Okay, never mind. This is a critical failure. It's actually separated. This is the weak spot, the bonding between that stone layer and the metal layer, and it's just driving a wedge between. This is like thousands of tons of just lava. Like, definitely problematic, and I need to ensure that it all stays lava. Yeah, so this entire dam is now being pushed. Like I said, the ground itself, it becomes a problem. The dam itself is now going to be driven through Alabama. Oh, and the lava's coming too. Oh, that is a large wave. Actually, this building may survive. I'm kind of shocked. But it could have been worse. It definitely could have been worse. This side actually did very well. I'm proud of it. At least the ground supports worked well. I think it could have been worse for Alabama, honestly. It could have been much worse. Let me just quickly bloop the... Oh, wait. I'm just gonna remove this. I want my metal back. We're gonna just reform our company somewhere else. In the meantime, hopefully the lava doesn't cause too many problems for them, but I just need to reclaim my metal. It was really expensive, that much metal. In today's economy, you can't just leave your dam. See, everything turned out fine. I'm a little sad. I was hoping we'd be able to stack it up to at least like here before it collapsed. But there's a point where physics are just working against you, you know? Let's just have it rain a little bit, and then everything will be fine. I like how the rain is actually causing far more damage to Alabama than if I had just left it. There's just these little icebergs just whoosh. Psh. Honestly, this building right here gets $1,000 prize for not collapsing. I'm very proud of it. And now we have like some crazy hot springs that have formed. Now it's raining. Isn't the circle of life beautiful? This is the circle of life. Even though all of the life pretty much died. There's a little bit over here though. Gotta think on the positive side. Oh, it's snowing! Aw, that's cute. And it's not even like snowing lava. It's just snowing normal things. All right. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. If not, I mean murder me. If you don't like my video, just murder me. Then you don't have to watch my videos anymore. That's a good solution for everyone. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.